Okay, I am back with Silent Hunter 3 and I've just been moseying along over here to this area and I've done a little kind of teardrop shaped search pattern because this is where I thought the ships usually came, but we've got a report of a little shippy ship shipping its way over here. So I'm going to try and engage it in a torpedo related event. Don't know where I was going with that, I'm sorry. Anyway, it says it's going slow, so we should be able to intercept it and get ahead of it fairly easily. How far away is it actually? Let's 73 kilometers or thereabouts. Still got these torpedoes left. We've got 4 in the front tubes, 2 in the rear tubes. Fuel is starting to become a bit of a concern. The little bubble there on the right is nearing the red line, which is a bad thing, especially since we've got the entirety of the Atlantic Ocean to sail across to get home again. So I don't know if I'll be able to stick around long enough to use all these torpedoes. I may have to turn for home and then hope I run into something on the way back, but we shall see. Doing 12 knots, so that should be way faster than this thing going slowly. And once I get a bit closer, I'm going to dive and see what we can hear. On my way here I did dive a few times and heard some little motorboats piddling about, but I didn't bother to check those out. Let's just do this. Okay. Head this way. Slow down. Okay, let's dive. Weather's pretty bad. Got nasty weather. Can't see the ship yet, but that's fine. Okay, go down to 25 meters. Give it a few minutes to allow the hydrophones to actually work. I don't know why they take a while to actually come online. It's not normal. Anyway. Well, I'm not hearing anything yet. No. Sometimes I hear the ambient noises and I think it sounds like a ship, but it turns out not to be a ship. So I think I'm going to continue onwards underwater for a bit. That way we should be able to hear it. Ah, here we go. Okay, so it's over here. There. How far away is it? About 18 kilometers. Okay, well it's going to be going in this kind of course. So, I think what we should do... surface and head over there. And speed up actually, just to make sure we get there in time. Okay, that should be about close enough. So now we can dive again. And probably stop as well. And there it is again. Okay, let's mark it and to make sure we've got the course. Oh, and we've got another contact over here as well. And this was where I was originally searching around. I think. Well, actually, I was a bit further down here, but yeah. Okay. 2 possible targets here. Let's yeah, so it is going in this kind of a direction, this kind of a course. We should be able to actually see it. What bearing is it? About 55 degrees. I need periscope depth as well. There. And there it is. And that looks to be another tanker. From my initial glimpse. I can tell the smokestack is in the rear. But the seas are very heavy, which is causing periscope to blur significantly. Right, let's try and ID this thing. No, not a large tanker. I don't think it's a modern tanker. I think there's only one main mast there and there's nothing really in between. Small tanker? That could be a small tanker. God damn this sea! I think it's a small tanker. Yeah, I'm reasonably confident with that, so let's mark that thing in. Okay. Stop the engines. And so it's time to use our attack periscope again. Let me just check. I mean, we've got 3 Type 1s, which is not ideal since it's daytime, although it is getting darker and the seas are quite heavy, so I think it's still worth giving them a go. Right. Okay, grab me notes. And it's time to get the measure of this bad boy. Try and level it up with the waterline if we can. We are losing the lock on the target. Let me try and raise our depth a bit.
Vorne um 15, hinten um 10.
That looks kind of good. No, a bit lower. Let's just do it like that. Okay, 1, 2... 1, 2, book on my shoe. 3 marks, I would say. Okay. Number on the inner dial. So 3 marks is there. Mast height 26.5. 26.5. So that puts the current range is about 3,000 meters, which is about right, but we'll need to do that again once we get to firing time. But it does mean we can now do the angle on bow. So lock it in, and 2, 4, 6 marks across. So, line up the range dial with the ship length. God, okay, 3000 ship length, 94.8. Should be pretty much there. We said six marks, didn't we? 6 marks. So 6 marks here puts it at about 34 degrees for angle on bow, and it's this side of us. So thereabouts, and now we do the speed. We try to do the speed. It looks like it's going fairly slowly. And when it crosses the centre line, about now, just lower the periscope a bit. To decrease the risk of being spotted. The actual waves seem to bear no relation to the yellow fluid depth thing here, which is slightly annoying. Okay, race it up again. Make sure we catch when it crosses the line. Now, so that's almost a minute. Okay, so mid outer dial, line up the time, which is 60 seconds, with the ship length, which we've already looked at, 94.8 there. Speed shown as shown at the red mark, which would be 2.53 knots. That is slow. It does look like it's going slow. So I will trust that estimation. Knock it in. A few marks there. Okay. I don't know if I had that periscope locked in during that time, so the angle on bow may not be accurate now. Damn it. Well, let's just adjust it slightly like that. It may be a mistake, but 35 was the original reading, and it's definitely moved since then, and I might need to go back down to periscope depth, or at least a little bit lower, to make sure we're not spotted. Okay, so that means we need to fire when the ship is pretty much directly in front of us at about 5 degrees. Fine. Okay, so my next quandary is what to do with the torpedoes, whether to do impact or magnetic. I'm not going to try and set the depth to go for magnetic because of the conditions, but I'm still not sure whether it's better to set them as magnetic just in case they do go underneath the hull so they explode anyway. I don't know why you would choose not to have it set as magnetic when they're going to blow up when they impact the ship anyway. I'm using Type 1s, which I believe don't have as much of a problem with magnetics as Type 2s, although I may have forgotten or gotten that the wrong way round. I'm sure I have. Well, we'll hedge our bets. We'll do one magnetic and one impact. Set the depth as shallow as possible. Since it's daytime, I guess I should probably use Type 4. In fact, I'm going to fire 3 torpedoes at this guy. Since we're running out of fuel anyway, and I need to use these bad boys. And let me just have a look at this guy. How far away is he? 9 kilometers away. We can hopefully go after that one once we've dispensed with this guy. I hope. Let's speed things up a... Whoa, whoa, whoa. What happened there? Oh, he's visible now. Is that because of the waves? I think it is because of the waves. Let me just increase our speed. Go back to periscope depth. Make sure, because our actual conning tower is being exposed here. Yeah, you see? And that's not good. Not good in the slightest. We'll get hydrophone guy to track the individual, though he's now tracking the one behind us, which is not what I want. That is not the nearest merchant. Okay. Maybe it's because we can see this guy. We're still well clear. Alright, we can stop now. God, if you want a job doing, take it into your own hands and just do it yourself like a normal person. Yeah, so it's 45 degrees. Can you track him now, please? No. God damn it. Ah, there we go. Okay, now we see it. Okay, speed up time. Till now looks good because we just need to do the range as well again. Oops. Okay, lock it on. Get to level with the water line. About there. So that's about 6.5 marks, I reckon. So 6.5 will be here, and mast height 26.5. Puts it here at about 1,400 meters, which I think is pretty good. So lock it in, range 1,400 meters. There. Now we're set. Okay. Now let me just check something. The Type 2 speed is 30 knots, the Type 1s can go between 44, 40 and 30 knots. So I'll fire the Type 2 first, so it gets there first, and then with the Type 1s I will make them medium and fast speed respectively, just so we have a bit of a range. Okay, open the tube. And I think I'm about ready to fire. Okay, and do it just beneath this bridge part here. Los! Okay, good. Get rid of that. Set this one to medium speed. Wait a few seconds. periscope down a little bit, because it seems to be... Our depth is... We seem to be surfacing with the waves for some reason. Okay, open tube 1. I'm aiming for the middle with this one. And fire. Open tube 2. Make this one uber fast. Aim for just in front of the smokestack. And fire. Okay, all 3 torpedoes are on their way. Also, by firing Type 2 first, it will hopefully mean, since it's not visible in the waves, gives us a better chance maybe. Oh, here we go. We've got this one approaching. It's a Type 2 and of course it's too low. It is a magnetic though, so will it explode? No, it's not the magnetic, it's impact, isn't it? Verdammt! Okay, well let's see what the Type 1s do. Here we go, here's one. No! It missed, it missed. Okay, where's the other one? What's this one doing? No! I think that's all 3. Yes, that's all 3 of them. God damn it. It was going too fast. Damn it. And we're not going to be able to use the deck gun. Hum, hum, hum. Okay. Well, let's see here. What can we do? We can overtake this guy pretty easily, actually, since he's going so slow. Maybe faster than 3 knots, it turns out, but still. We may even be able to overtake it underwater, actually. And it's now night time as well, which helps. No, it seems to be kind of keeping pace with it, really. We're not gaining that much. But we might be able to do a quick turn. Let me actually speed things up. Let's try aiming to be a bit closer to it. Yeah, this is good. This should be good. Okay, slow down again. Point this way. Stop. Point this way again. Whoa, stop, 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 stop. Okay, right. Okay, let's try this again. We've only got 1 torpedo now in the front tubes, which is not good. Oh, there it is, straight in front of us. Good. Okay. So we need to do everything all over again. Where are we? There. Just barely see it in the distance there, in the gloom. Okay. Oh, this is going to be hard. 1, 2. Come on. We could surface, actually. We could surface since it's night time. How close are we? I think that's a good plan, because using the periscope is going to be a bit difficult. Oh, this guy's very, very tired. There, get some rest. These guys are extremely tired. Here. Everybody else seems to be fairly okay. Okay, right. And are we surfaced yet? Not quite. There, good. Okay. Alright, another surface attack. Now, how do I use this thing again? That's a good question. That's a very good question. Oh, it involves maths. It involves maths, of course. Let me get my calculator. Or my calculator app. Because I am now attempting a World War II U-boat torpedo calculation using a smartphone. Okay. Alright, let's see. Let's lock on.
Derzeitige Tiefe 1-0.
I said lock on. It is locked on, okay. Now the mast is there. We should put it, I think, at about 90 marks. So, number of marks, 90.
Derzeitige Tiefe 1-0.
Multiply by the mast height, 26.5, equals 2,385 meters away. Right then, 2,385. Just lock that
Derzeitige
in.
Tiefe 1-0.
And now we have to kind of guesstimate the angle on bow. Since we're on the surface, we don't have fancy wheel things. We could actually theoretically use them still. Oh, the mast is, well, the periscope's still way up. Okay, that was a mistake. Let me bring this down again. And the observation scope's down. Yes, it is. Good. Okay. So yeah, we still can use the periscope still, even though we're on the surface. I guess that kind of defeats the purpose of going to the surface in the first place, but never mind. Alright, so now we need to count the horizontal marks. And they are 12. I think that's around 12 marks. Okay. So you line up the range style, which was 2,300. 2,000, 1, 2, 3, there. Line up with the ship length, 94.8, blah, 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 blah. Yep, that's right, okay. And we said it was 12 marks, didn't we? So 12 marks, 60 degrees, I guess that could be correct. Okay, there, so we've done that. Speed, we already pretty much know how fast it's going. I'm going to pump that up to about 4 knots, since we seem to be fairly behind last time. Set it to a magnetic, and as shallow as you possibly can get it. And we're firing at around about 5 degrees away.